When I asked ChatGPT what is the most boring country in the world, it replied with the country of Brunei because a lot of travel YouTubers said so. Hang on, I'm a travel YouTuber and I've never said that, so who has?
A country that I did not enjoy so much, and that nation is called Brunei.
Ah, so one of the largest travel vloggers, Drew Binsky, put out this video saying it's his least favorite country, which is wild, and the video did damage. 8-point-something million views, and basically I'm sure the entire country of Brunei has seen it.
And if you guys are planning to go, then I would advise you to think twice.
Okay, I've thought twice and I'm gonna go because nothing is more boring than sitting in this hotel room in London. So let's make our way across the other side of the world to my 92nd country, Brunei, where hopefully we prove everyone wrong and have the best time ever. Let's go. And I thought, why not get a taste of the hospitality on the way over there? So I decided to fly Royal Brunei's business class, which was incredibly spacious.
Hello, I'm Andre. I'm a travel agent.
Yeah. We're making friends early.
That's how we started, mate. We haven't even left and we've made friends.
Business class, baby, that's what it's about.
All about that dollar bills, the money, man. You're gonna get cancelled because of me.
Shout out to Andre for being an absolute legend. Now let's quickly run through what I got given, which was a night mask, body lotion and lip balm, some toothpaste and a toothbrush, some really comfortable socks, and probably the biggest airline pillow I have ever received. As soon as we took off, we went straight over the French Alps, which was incredibly beautiful, and the meal was delicious, but what I was most impressed with this airline was how spacious the bed was. They actually gave us real bedding, like bedding you would use in your house, so it was incredibly comfortable, and this was the first airline where the bed was a complete rectangle, so I had so much room. It was also hands down the best sleep I've had in the sky, and I think I slept most of the way there. So I've just landed in my 92nd country, which happens to be Brunei, and I'm here to see if it's as boring and as strict as everyone says it is. Alright, our first stop for our trip to Brunei is Jingchu, and they have a lot of options. Apparently this place is sort of like described as an old nostalgic coffee shop, but a lot of locals are here. It's not that flattering to the eye, it just looks like a normal shop, to be honest, but apparently the food is bomb. We just ordered a bunch of things, so let's see what we get. First up we have roti kuning, which is honestly like a big puffy bread, marmalade, and that's butter right there, so let's give it a go. I mean, it's delicious, definitely not healthy for you, but very delicious. Next up we have roti kacang. It's definitely similar to the other one, but it's a flatter bread and they have a peanut sauce inside. I don't know if you can look at that, but buttery, peanutty goodness. Let's give it a go. It's like a peanut butter sandwich, but the flavor is just triple. A lot of butter. That's the best thing I've eaten. That was so good. So we've just made safura masak, or half-boiled egg, if you're translating that correctly. And it's basically, they just get 2 half-boiled eggs, crack them in a bowl, add some soy sauce, add some salt, add some pepper, and then you just whisk it around, and apparently that's gonna taste good. So let's give it a go. Oh yeah, that's really good. That's crazy. That's so simple. And we're gonna end our very sweet breakfast with a very sweet egg tart. Look at this thing. The morning has begun and sugar has hit the system. Here we go. What can I say, bub? It tastes like egg. Duh. So the entire breakfast cost around 17 Brunei dollars, which is around 12 USD, 13 USD. And that was for 3 people, so incredibly cheap, which has shocked me because I thought Brunei, being such a rich country, a little bit more on the expensive side when it comes to things, but very affordable. So after just arriving here in Brunei, I found out that they have a market here every Sunday, so we got very lucky because the first 4 hours of the day they shut down the entire city, the main sections, and let people just walk around selling things. So it's actually super cool. It's a great way to start with local interactions, so if you are here on a Sunday, you should definitely make it a priority. Wow, I met a follower.
Hello.
Hi.
It's Jorden, guy. Family in Brunei.
I can't believe we bumped into each other on the
She's
streets.
I know.
Brunei is a small place.
Yeah,
so it makes sense.
you meet everyone.
Thank you for following. Okay, so when I met that incredibly friendly follower, obviously like my natural reaction is to give a thank you or some sort of gratitude. So I went for a high five, like nice to meet you. Every country has different sort of cultural traditions, and yeah, so she gave me a high five, but it was, she put her hand between sort of like the fabric of her clothes. So it's very interesting to me. Now I know, you know, I have to be more respectful. I can't just come out here high-fiving the world. Super friendly people, super nice, and actually a great interaction to start my trip.
Wait. You just said you look like Mark Zuckerberg?
I've never gone to that before. He reckons I look like Mark Zuck. The Zuck, which is obviously not a compliment. Not a compliment at all. Elon Musk? It has to be Elon or it has to be Zuckerberg. Not one, not all the other.
I look to the side, I like Tesla punya CEO.
Yeah? This side?
Zuckerberg.
Zuck.
At the back, I don't know.
At the back, here. What's the back? What's the back?
Mr.
Mr. Bean. So this side, Zuckerberg. This side, Elon Musk. And then from behind?
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. Okay. I didn't shake your hand. What?
Shake hand.
Yes, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Shake hand, must shake.
It's a happiness day, sir.
Have a good day.
Oh, of course.
Have a good day. So behind me is the Jamil Mosque. It can host 5,000 people and it's the largest mosque in Brunei. So that's pretty cool. And up here you see the gold stuff right here. That's 32 karat gold, baby. So they do not mess around when it comes to religious buildings. Let's go inside and see how beautiful it is on the inside. And I'm wearing shorts, which is not allowed when it comes to mosques. You should always wear long pants. I have long pants in my bag, but I'm pretty sure they're so nice and hospitable here that they'll just give me like a robe to wear. So let's go see. And my suspicions were correct because 10 points to Gryffindor, my friends. Woo-hoo. Now that's awesome. Wow, I love it. Look at that. And every religious building is obviously different, but they have no problem bringing cameras in here and vlogging like I am. So yeah, very relaxed and incredibly beautiful mosque so far. Look at this roof. And we haven't even made it to the main doorway, which is right there. So let's go in and check it out. We made it inside to the main entrance, and every single mosque has such a beautiful architecture. This roof is incredible, and 5,000 people can be here at once worshipping, that would be such an incredible sight to see, but this is awesome.
This mosque to build, 350 million.
Excuse me, 350 million?
The amount of gold that's on top of these minarets and just everywhere, it's got to be at least like 50 million worth of gold.
The fact they use real gold is crazy to me, and it's just sitting there in a public space, but obviously it's impossible. Like, you're not going to get 58 meters high to take the gold, and no one would ever do that. But
That's your first thought? These people are going to steal the gold? In banks, they have $1 billion worth of gold.
They let. All right, that was incredibly fun, and now we're going to the second mosque, which is further more central in the city. It's probably the one, if you've ever seen anything about Brunei, you've probably seen this mosque. So we're gonna go check it out. And yeah, the day is heating up. It's getting pretty dang hot, I gotta admit. Whew. All right, we've come down to the Sowas Mosque, and it can hold 3,000 people in here. This section here is for the women, and this section is for the men. And This one is more downtown in the city center, just as beautiful, but a little less low-key, not as grand as the mosque we just came from. Either way, still really beautiful. And we got green robes this time, so my suggestion is actually to wear shorts, because then you get to wear these robes, and these robes are really cool. So that's just my personal suggestion. So if you are pushed for time, or you just want to visit one mosque, go to the first one, because it's newer, it's more grand, and it definitely like is more aesthetic. It's really, really beautiful. This one is still super cool, but it's a lot more low-key. I would suggest visit both, but if you only want to visit one, go to the first one. Alright, we've come down to another local restaurant for lunch where we're gonna try one of the famous dishes here in Brunei. It's called ambia. And I don't know if you can tell, but it is slimy and sticky, and it's probably one of the most unique dishes I have ever seen in all of my travels. So I'm gonna try it for the first time and learn the process as we're going. Step one, roll it into a small ball. So these chopsticks are connected to each other and you just
Keep rolling. There you go.
Okay, get that off, get off, get off, get off. Oh my gosh.
There you go, there you go.
Okay, now we have this. Take the sauce. And now, probably we roll it in the sauce. Like this. And then apparently you don't chew, you just swallow. That's actually really good. Well, alright, what we're doing next is very exciting because we're going down to the local water village, which is basically 10,000 people continue to live on the water. They get around on boats and they've lived like this for more than a millennium, so 1,000 years. And it is culturally very important to this country. So yeah, I'm super excited, very unique, and if you are coming to Brunei, I think it's definitely a must-do. Imagine your school floating on the water. Bizarre. How do they play sports at lunch? So we got off the water taxi and we just started walking around in this water village. It's super random, we don't really have a plan, but as we're walking around, some of these planks are rotten and they're breaking, and you have to really watch where you're stepping, otherwise, honestly, you could easily go in the water. So it's a very unique experience, I'll give you that. Alright, so we've been invited into a local's home, which is super exciting because, I mean, I have no idea what it looks like inside, but I'm so curious. It feels a little strange to be walking through someone's random house, but you know, here we are. I think this is the kitchen? I'm not too sure. Anyway, this must be the largest living room I have ever seen in my entire life. Thank you. It's not every day you're drinking tea inside a local's home, sitting on a water village in the middle of Brunei. What a wild experience. Alright, I've got another Brunei snack. It's called selurut. It's like rice flour. What you have to do is uncoil it, and then there's this gelatin-like substance. Look at that. Ooh. And then just gotta... It is very similar to mochi. And I love mochi. That's one of the coolest snacks I've ever seen. The day continues to get better because now we're going into the jungle to try and find the proboscis monkey, which, if you don't know anything about, these big-nosed monkeys that are endemic to the region. So I don't think I've been more excited to see a certain type of animal than I am today, because they just look like cartoon characters. So this is gonna be fun, but we're back on the boat and we're ripping into the jungle. And it did not take long to find them, and this was an amazing way to end the day because we even saw a crocodile. Good morning from our second day in Brunei, and we're doing something that I had no idea you could do, which is go diving on shipwrecks. So we're gonna go down to 3 shipwrecks today. We've got a private boat and
We're currently out here in the middle of the Brunei Ocean. Sorry, not the Brunei Ocean, the Brunei Bay. But either way, that's cool. I had no idea it existed and I love doing new things, so let's go.
And I'm not gonna lie, this was low-key freaky because we entered in on the bottom of the shipwreck and we actually started making our way up through not one, not two, but 3 different levels. And then we saw a fish that was stuck inside a net. We tried our best to cut it free, but it was incredibly tangled, and unfortunately there wasn't much we could do. It's not every day that you get to dive an oil rig that has crashed at the bottom of the ocean. This was such a unique experience. It felt like I was diving through a movie set. And if you do come to Brunei and you want to scuba dive, I highly recommend you check this out. It is fascinating to me how so many people have posted online how boring it is, how they don't like Brunei, or how there is nothing to do here, because we have been here 2 days and I tell you what, I have seen and done literally so much stuff. So yeah, I'm not saying they can't have a bad experience, but honestly, maybe they just don't know how to actually travel a country. Just saying, because I'm having a great time. Good morning from a small little boat here in the middle of a rainforest in Brunei. We're having the best morning ever. I just woke up and we're straight into this river cruise on our way to the rainforest, the national park I should say, and just arrived in the national park, and it's Brunei's only national park. So now I can say that I've done every single national park in Brunei, which is really cool. We're straight into a 1,000 step hike up to the top of the canopy. So it started with a nice relaxing river cruise, and now it's straight into a heart pumping steep climb. Let's go. Just when you thought you made it to the top, you realize you gotta climb this flippin' tower behind us. Absolutely massive structure.
20 minutes later.
Made it! Woo! I'm not gonna lie, I thought this hike was gonna be quite relaxing and casual, but oh my word. With the humidity, everything just becomes harder. But we made it. Look at this place. 360 views of just canopies of trees. We're in the middle of this national park, Brunei's only national park, and we're the only people here. What an epic way to start a day. Man. Next up, kayaking. And for some reason, we have to wear helmets because apparently it's dangerous in the river, but we'll find out. Bro, don't mess it up! Don't mess it up! Don't mess it up! That was fun! How did it fall off? Oh! Bro! So to end our time in the national park, we are tubing! Woo, woo, woo. Telling me now that we're finished that there's crocodiles in here. Wow, 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 there's crocodiles in this river. You can't say you've experienced the country unless you've gone to a night market and tried some more local food. So we've come down to probably the biggest and most famous one here. It's called Jorden Night Market, and there is hundreds of stores for food that we have to try. So I'm kind of excited and I'm very hungry. So we just ran around the market to find pretty much what they sell, and I got a few yummy things. Everything costs about $1 here, which is ridiculous. $1? Oh my word. We're starting with this cheese crochet croquette ball thing. I don't know, but they said it was good, and it's basically just cheese and potato.
which obviously tastes good. One of these has chicken in it, so 3 for $1 though, you can't go wrong. So for $1.20, we have chicken nasi katut, which is their national dish. Look at this thing. Basically rice and chicken and some yummy sauce. I just know it's gonna be messy, but messy usually means good. So I'm very excited for this. Look at that chicken. Looks freaking juicy. Yep, they know how to do flavor. They just drenched it in some sort of sauce and the sauce is absolutely delicious. So, okay, well I destroyed that nasi katut, look at that. It's gone, and I might get another one, it's so good. If you have to judge a country from its main signature dish, that's solid like 8.5 out of 10. I love that. It's simple, yummy, tasty, and I could pretty much eat that every day, so I understand why it is their national dish. All right, I asked the lady what the most popular drink was, and she gave me this thing, and if you can see closely, there's corn in it. So first of all, first warning sign, it's pink. That doesn't trend well. And then secondly, it has corn in it. And a sweet drink with corn, I don't know about that. So I guess this is their version of boba. For something that looks horrendous, it's actually pretty delicious.
Hit me.
It's not my go-to drink, but it's not as bad as it looks.
Bro, that tastes like bubblegum.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Flowery, floral bubblegum.
Yeah, the floral is a bit much.
Oh, too many flowers in that, yeah.
That's true, it tastes like bubblegum. Never judge a book by its cover, guys, because it tastes better than it looks. I don't know what type of crepe-looking pancake thing this is, but it is dense and thick, and you just know it's gonna taste good. Everything here has been delicious so far, so let's try the nudes. What can I say? Now we're going for this red bean rice flour ball. Kind of like they have this in Japan.
Actually, yeah.
These are so good. Look at that. Oh my god. These are dangerously good. Wow. If sugar was a human, this would be the most densely populated sugary civilization. Look at that thing. Okay, it's like a crepe cake. I'm gonna call it a crepe cake, but here we go.
Heart attack incoming.
If you're gonna die, this is the way to go out. Peanut butter, condensed sugar, chocolate. It's sweet, so it tastes good. It's delicious. What can I say? Everything here, delicious. And only everything here, a couple bucks.
And you've got a crowd. Food eating crowd.
And you can't come to a location and not try the local mango, so they're close enough to the Philippines that this could probably taste pretty good. Am I becoming a foodie, guys? Because everything I'm eating, I'm loving. And this is like my favorite type of content to film right now, so am I becoming a foodie? I hope not. I have just eaten my weight's worth here at this market. Absolutely recommend, but I'm going home because I'm tired and it's pouring rain. Ah! And to end our experience here in Brunei, I've come down to a local cave that was suggested to us. So if we walk back here, we can see this pretty awesome vista of this beautiful beach that we're probably gonna watch sunset on. But to recap, I just wanna say the last 4 or 5 days have blown me out of the water because the hospitality that started on Royal Brunei Airlines followed me all the way through the entire experience. They are some of the nicest people, and although this country is one of the least visited, I hope videos like this can convince others to come because the locals are so genuine. They would love to see you, and yeah, it's just such a good time, and you will be surprised like I was. I was very surprised at this experience. So if you love this video, make sure you subscribe and let me know if you end up going to Brunei. What the heck? Let's watch the sunset. Goodbye. And let me know in the comments if you think Brunei deserves to have the title of the most boring country in the world. I personally don't think so because I had a great time here. But let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.